from the crossroads of America. We're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Gay now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Indy. McCole Hardman now on the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On the move, looking deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for Indianapolis, 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and goal. Here's Taylor. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts finish off their opening drive. And now the Colts lining up to go for 2. He's throwing for it. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Taken away by the rookie from USC. The 50. The 30. And they aren't going to get there. He's pushed out of bounds, and the try for 2 does not work. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Piron. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's on the move. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Oh.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. We're at 6-all on the scoreboard. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun, Piron. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. Juke the defender. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Offense up to the line fast. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. And it's the Chiefs. With it, 1st and 10. Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And he cuts it back right. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
And that's no good. His 2nd missed extra point of the day. Reed now to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here we go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Richardson. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. To throw, Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts tie it just before halftime. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll take the lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. First down throw, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Second and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds past midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Getting out to his left. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
A final throw before the break. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Richardson back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Trying for it on the ground. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. So they stick with a hot hand partner, and he ends up adding 2 more on top of that touchdown.
I'd say 8 points is a pretty solid try's work for him.
Right.
And as long as he's producing, seeing the gaps, getting the pads down, getting those tough yards, feed that man the ball, he won't be denied.
A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Taylor makes the catch. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Second and 3 now. From the 36. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He put some power on a deep one left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. First down throw here from Richardson. This one finds Taylor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Richardson. On target to downs. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's good for another Colts. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. On target to his man Taylor. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Caught near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Back to throw it. They did it. He made the interception. Kenny Moore with the pick. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. Got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's dropped at the 37 after pushing this forward a bit. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. He'll throw it. he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here he is to throw. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he hits the deck after setting him up with 1st and goal. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And now they have a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll run, Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. This game now resting on the attempt from Harrison Butker. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Oh, he missed it! The pressure got to him on that short attempt. And barring a miracle, we're set up for overtime.
That's the life of an NFL kicker, a chance to be a hero, and unfortunately, he can't end this one. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon his teammates to pick him up and maybe give him that game-winning opportunity coming up in overtime.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. A lot of grass ahead. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. And that one's incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. So 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 46. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Let's go now.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. That's caught for the first. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got his man, that's Alec Pierce. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
65, go.
From the gun, Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Taylor again. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. To throw. The throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Biggest play of OT. Offense set now on 4th down.
Come on. Hey, ready.
Now to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep. Big gain downfield. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he reaches the end zone. That is a game-winning.